Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, for my money, she is as accomplished a striker as any woman in the game at present. Tonight, though, she's got to focus on keeping this fight upright.
She has to stay on her feet. If she is taken down early, it will be a long night for her. She has to manage the space. She has to sprawl and brawl, and she has to fight with that ferocity that she is known for. It's the aggressive attitude, the aggressive approach that she takes that makes her one of the more exciting fighters in the UFC.
And she told us in our fighter meeting on Thursday, she doesn't necessarily want to fight on a napkin in the center of the octagon, right? She wants to control distance, manage range effectively. She has certainly done that every step of the way thus far in her UFC career. Well, she may go down as the greatest women's mixed martial artist in UFC history. Still a lot of work to be done on that front, but so far, so good for the Lioness two-division champion, Amanda Nunes.
Amanda Nunes wasn't the lady that popped off the page when the UFC introduced those divisions, but through hard work and commitment, she has put herself amongst the brightest of stars in the sport, regardless of gender. Two-division champion, and has beaten some of the biggest names female mixed martial arts ever seen. Wins over Rousey, wins over Tate, wins over Cyborg, also beating Kat Zingano. What a resume of Amanda Nunes.
2 wins over Valentina Shevchenko. On it goes, and on goes the winning streak for Amanda Nunes. She will try to leave here tonight the way she enters as the UFC champion. All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. 3 years apart, with similar height and the same reach. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a boxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 7 losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Irene! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 23 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. Ready? You ready?
All right, so round 1 is underway. It's going to be very interesting to see how this fight plays out. She wanted to test herself against one of the best strikers in this division. That would not appear to be the path of least resistance.
She believes that her full mixed martial arts game is what's going to allow her to win this fight. It's a close fight because she's never seen anyone with the striking ability of her opponent.
And she lands a punch there. We'll see if she can start to turn these singular strikes into combinations now.
She's going to have to find something to follow that big strike that she's landing over and over again. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
Oh, gorgeous straight punch there shortly after she catches the leg. So she has got her opponent's timing down to a T right now. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D?
Look at the turn in that kick.
Nice Nice land there with the right punch. Easy to see why that is her weapon of choice.
Great right hand, nice land. And everything's landing with so much power.
Trying to double up on that jab.
Another clinch position. Oh!
Big knee to the body! And they separate.
Big punch lands in the middle.
Big elbow there, lands. Knee to the body.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You've got to make sure you're on an elbow, controlling underhook and getting back to your feet.
30 total strikes have already landed for Amanda Nunes. All right, so she goes to the kick and promptly lands. Nicely done there.
She has done that over and over again. Every time she throws it, it's landing.
Nunes gets caught with that punch. Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Oh, she blocks the punch. And again shoots for a takedown. Again, takedown stuff. Well, it looks like there could be an opening here for an uppercut, and there it is, and she barges right through it. Nice job by her.
And that's usually the case. The moment you give her a chance to land that uppercut, she will take it.
Good fight here, under 2 to go. Just misses there with the left. Oh, pinpoint execution on the hip toss there. She's able to take her down. Her opponent felt like she knew this attack would be coming. She couldn't stop it there.
But she did not see the setup. She did not see her opponent push into her, inviting her to push back. The moment she pushed back, boom, time to go for a ride. Unbelievable.
She's trying to pass here, gets denied.
Got denied because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transition. Dig and kick.
Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Nice straight punch.
Nunes' kick is blocked. Oh! Well, it's not considered a power shot or even a significant strike, but that jab looked pretty significant to me.
When you land that jab like she does, the record is on repeat. Wash and rinse over and over again. It's takedown after takedown.
She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, unable to do so. Nice denial by the bottom fighter.
Great recognition in the grappling transition. Way to maintain that guard.
While her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end, the ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing it over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position. Now she's in full mount.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, let's get you some replays from that previous round, DC. I thought she mixed it up beautifully on the feet.
Yeah, she did a great job. I mean, she landed everything. She showed a complete example of what her mixed martial arts game has become as she's been in the UFC now for a little bit of time.
All right, so here we go with our next round. Will the narrative be the same? In the previous round, it was all about the kicks, the power, the accuracy. Really a sight to behold.
I don't know why it would change. I don't think that her opponent has received the advice that she needs to make the necessary suggested. She will go out there and start doing the same exact thing, which will in turn put her right back. Oh, big punch land.
Most fighters in this division get knocked out by that strike. Near perfect execution. She found a little crack in the defense and found a home for that strike, landed flush. And that is another one for the highlight reel, but few prettier than that one as she gets the big knockout win here tonight. Well, that's a knockout they'll be talking about for quite some time. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Bruce Buffer is in the octagon with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 31 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Amanda Lioness of the Ring, Nunes.
Well, there she is. This arena belongs to her here tonight. Hard-pressed to find a knockout in the women's game as stunning as that.
I mean, she has so much confidence in her hand that she's willing to stand in front of her opponent and take one to give one. And when she gave one, it shut the opponent's lights out. Great job finding that kill shot.